You don't need designer brands to look like a gentleman. You need structure, intention, and a wardrobe that works for you, not for a label. This isn't a video about chasing trends or impressing people with logos. It's about looking refined at any age, using smart, timeless pieces that fit well, feel good, and carry quiet confidence. Most of the best-dressed men I know over 50, they're not walking around in $1,000 outfits. They're wearing pieces that respect their build, flatter their frame, and reflect the life they've built, not a runway catalogue. In this video, I'll walk you through 9 key ways to elevate your style without spending a fortune. Let's get into it, starting with a detail that ruins more good looks than people realize. Logos. Chapter 1. Skip the logos, keep the structure. Let's start with something easy to fix. Bold logo. You don't need a designer emblem stretched across your chest to look put together. In fact, I'd argue the opposite. The louder the logo, the less refined the look. It doesn't matter if it's expensive. When the brand is doing all the talking, it overshadows you. At 50 plus, you've earned the right to speak with quiet confidence, and your clothes should reflect that. That means clean lines, sharp collars, and subtle details. No oversized prints, no flash, just structure and fit. A proper shirt should do 3 things. Frame your shoulders, follow your body gently, and hold its shape all day. If it does those things, it doesn't need a logo to prove its worth. That's the difference between dressing to impress and dressing with purpose. Take the Buck Mason California Oxford BD shirt. A perfect example of this idea done right. It's built with a soft but substantial Oxford weave, the kind that feels better every time you wear it. The collar holds its structure, the fit is tailored without being tight, and there isn't a single logo in sight. It's the kind of shirt that works with dark denim, under a blazer, or worn open over a tee. Always grounded, never loud. You'll find it, and everything else I mention, linked in the description below. So if you've got shirts in your closet that scream brand names or cover your chest in symbols, now's the time to rotate them out. Replace them with pieces that fit your life, not a logo. You'll look sharper, feel better, and no one will miss the branding. Because the real style isn't in the label, it's in the man wearing it. Now let's talk about something even more important than logos. Fit. If the shape is wrong, even the best fabric won't save you. Chapter 2. Fit over flash. Fit is everything. You can take the most expensive shirt in the world and ruin it with a poor fit. And you can take a simple, affordable piece and elevate it completely just by making sure it follows your frame. A lot of men over 50 fall into one of 2 traps. Going too loose to hide their body or going too tight in an effort to look modern. Neither works. Baggy clothing adds bulk, makes your proportions look off, and signals that you've given up. On the other hand, squeezing into something slim just to keep up isn't the answer either. It looks uncomfortable, and it feels even worse. The right fit respects your build. It gives you room to move, but still creates clean lines across your shoulders, chest, and waist. For pants, that means a slight taper, not skinny, not wide. For shirts, it means the seams sit on your shoulder bones and the fabric doesn't balloon when tucked or untucked. Think of fit as the foundation of your entire look. Even basic pieces, like a cotton tee or a plain pair of chinos, can look sharp and intentional when they sit correctly on your frame. That's what separates the man who just threw something on from looks like he has it together. One piece that gets this balance just right is the Banana Republic Slim Traveler Pant. It moves with you, it's cut to flatter without hugging, and it works with sneakers, loafers, or boots. You don't need to tailor it to look polished, it just fits. Style isn't about shouting, it's about refinement. And nothing refines your look faster than getting the fit right. So before you buy another piece of clothing, check the mirror. If it bunches, sags, or stretches, let it go. Fit is free to notice and priceless when it's right. Chapter 3. Invest in timeless footwear. Shoes say more about you than almost anything else you wear. They ground your outfit, literally and visually. And yet, too many men over 50 settle for sneakers that look like gym gear or loafers that haven't seen polish in a decade. The mistake isn't just in style, it's in message. Flashy shoes with logos or trendy details draw attention downward for the wrong reasons. Clunky, overly technical sneakers might be comfortable, but they rarely complement a well put together look. You want footwear that's clean, classic, and built to last. You don't need to spend a fortune. What matters is shape, quality, and versatility. A gentleman's shoe should work with everything from jeans to dress trousers. Think timeless silhouettes. Oxfords, chukkers, desert boots, shoes that have stood the test of time because they flatter every man's frame and outfit. The material matters too. Suede or leather in neutral tones adds quiet elegance without making a scene. And the more beat up your old sneakers look, the more they drag the rest of your outfit down with them. Take the Clark's Desert Boot. It's affordable, iconic, and pairs with nearly anything. It strikes that perfect balance between casual and dressed up. The profile is slim without being sleek. The suede looks better with wear, and the ankle cut gives your outfit a little shape. You could wear it to dinner, the office, or a weekend trip, and never feel underdressed. Your shoes don't need to get noticed, they need to get respected. That means no bright logos, no wild soles, no gimmicks, just solid, reliable design that speaks for itself. When your shoes are right, you look grounded, literally. People won't just see your outfit, they'll take in the whole man. Quiet confidence begins from the ground up. Chapter 4. Elevate with accessories, not labels. When it comes to accessories, less is more, but better is essential. A lot of men think they need a flashy watch or a loud belt buckle to make a statement, but those loud choices usually say one thing: trying too hard. At this stage in life, you don't need to prove anything, so the accessories you choose should reflect that same quiet confidence. Think simple leather belts, understated watches, and quality over quantity. The goal isn't to grab attention, it's to show that you've paid attention. Avoid anything with visible branding. You don't need a belt with a giant logo or a wallet that screams a designer's name. What you need is timeless utility. A clean belt in full-grain leather, a sleek wallet that slides into your pocket without bulk, a watch that doesn't blink or buzz. It just tells time with style. The Ferragamo textured leather belt with Gancini detail is a perfect example. It's refined, understated, and built from rich textured leather that feels substantial in the hand. The Gancini detail adds a quiet signature, not a shout, and the slim silhouette works just as easily with denim as it does with tailored trousers. Accessories are about framing your look, not decorating it. Every small item should serve a purpose. Hold your pants up, tell time, keep your essentials organized, and do it all without needing applause. Because the men who look the most put together, they're not dripping in extras. They've just chosen a few things carefully, and those things do their job beautifully. Now that we've refined the details, let's shift focus to something more foundational: the fabric, because the wrong material can ruin even the best fit. Chapter 5. Prioritize fabric quality. At this stage in life, you start to feel the difference between average fabric and the real thing. Cheap blends might save you money up front, but they don't age well. They pill, wrinkle, cling, or just lose their shape after a few washes. And more importantly, they make even a well-fitted shirt look sloppy. When you're dressing without the crutch of designer logos, fabric quality becomes even more essential. It's the first thing people notice up close. Does your shirt drape cleanly? Does your polo hold its structure? Are your pants breathable or stiff? The solution is natural fibers: cotton, wool, linen, and blended fabrics with just enough stretch to move with you. These materials not only feel better against your skin, they also wear better over time. They break in, not down. One example I keep in rotation is the Ralph Lauren standard fit cotton linen polo shirt. It's soft, breathable, and has that perfect balance of polish and comfort. No shine, no stiffness, just a relaxed drape that works with everything from chinos to linen trousers. You'll find it, along with every item I mention, naturally linked in the description below. Better fabric doesn't have to mean luxury pricing. It means looking closely at labels, paying attention to feel, and skipping anything that feels flimsy or synthetic. When you wear good fabric, your clothes sit better, move better, and look better, even in basic colors. This is where subtlety wins. You're not trying to impress someone with branding, you're showing care through texture, weight, and how your clothing performs throughout the day. And once you've upgraded your materials, the next move is knowing how to wear them casually without slipping into sloppy territory, because weekend wear should still look intentional. Let's talk about that next. Chapter 6. Casual doesn't mean sloppy. Casual style is where most men let things slide. A stretched out t-shirt, baggy jeans, or faded athletic shorts might feel comfortable, but they rarely look intentional. And the truth is, casual doesn't mean careless. It means relaxed with purpose. When you dress casually with intention, you still respect proportion, structure, and cleanliness. That means avoiding anything with stains, holes, or sagging seams. It means replacing those oversized hoodies with a clean zip sweater or swapping cargo shorts for a modern chino short. Fit still matters here. Even your most laid-back pieces should follow the shape of your body. Nothing oversized, nothing tight. A great casual outfit makes you look like you have somewhere to be, even if you don't. It's not about being formal, it's about self-respect. Fabric choice plays a role too. Soft cotton, jersey blends, and stretched chinos can keep you comfortable without sacrificing appearance. Look for subtle colors that work across seasons. Navy, olive, tan, heathered grey. Avoid graphics and loud branding. Those tend to skew too young or too trendy. One piece that hits the sweet spot is the Untuck It 7-inch chino shorts. They're cut just above the knee for a clean silhouette, made from soft fabric with structure and designed to work with polos, short-sleeve button-downs, or even a lightweight crew neck. They're easy, they're sharp, and they don't scream for attention. Remember, you never know who you'll run into. At the coffee shop, on a walk, or while running errands. When your casual clothes look sharp, they become your everyday armor, not in a flashy way, in a way that shows you haven't let go of yourself. Looking polished shouldn't stop on Fridays. Keep your standards high, even when you're dressing down. Chapter 7. Blazers without the price tag. A good blazer can transform your look instantly. It adds structure to your shoulders, defines your waistline, and gives even a plain t-shirt or polo a sense of purpose. But too many men either avoid blazers entirely or think they have to spend a fortune to wear one that looks right. You don't need an expensive suit jacket to look sharp. In fact, a stiff formal blazer often feels out of place in everyday settings. What you want is something unstructured, lightweight, and versatile, the kind of jacket you can throw over a casual outfit and still look pulled together. The secret is in the construction. A blazer without heavy shoulder pads or lining will move with you, not against you. It creates shape without adding bulk, and it doesn't need tailoring to make you look like you put in the effort. Stick to neutral tones, navy, charcoal, olive, that work year-round and pair easily with denim or chinos. Avoid loud patterns or shiny fabrics. Keep it simple, clean, and purposeful. One option I found to be especially reliable is the Uniqlo AirSense blazer. It's lightweight, breathable, and has just enough structure to elevate your frame without feeling like formal wear. You'll wear it more often than you think, from dinner out to casual meetings or even travel days. A blazer doesn't need to cost $500 to look good. It just needs to fit well and work with the life you live now. That's the mark of a grown man's wardrobe. Not what it costs, but how it functions. Now that we've covered the outside layer, let's talk about something even more personal: grooming. Because your clothes can't do the work alone. You've got to match the care on the outside with how you present your face. Chapter 8. Grooming is part of the uniform. Looking like a gentleman doesn't stop with the clothes on your back. Grooming is a crucial part of the presentation, and one that too many men over 50 overlook. You could be wearing the sharpest outfit in the room, but if your beard is unkempt, your hair looks tired, or your skin seems neglected, the whole look loses its polish. Now, grooming doesn't mean vanity. It's not about trends or turning your bathroom into a spa. It's about basic upkeep. Clean skin, managed hair, and a well-kept beard or shave make a massive difference in how people see you and how you carry yourself. Start simple. A daily face wash that doesn't dry out your skin. A product to tame your hair or beard. A decent trimmer if you keep facial hair, and a razor that doesn't leave nicks if you prefer clean shaven. That's it. The goal isn't to look younger, it's to look cared for. Like you respect yourself enough not to roll out of the house looking like you just woke up. That attention to detail adds to your presence, whether you're walking into a meeting or grabbing a coffee. The Everyman Jack Sea Salt Beard plus face wash is a great place to begin. It cleans without stripping your skin and works equally well whether you're rocking a full beard or keeping it close. Follow that up with something like Hans de Foucault Claymation, a hair product that gives light control without stiffness or shine. It's easy to use and gives you that together look without looking like you tried too hard. Grooming isn't about perfection, it's about maintenance. You're not aiming to impress anyone, you're just showing that you haven't checked out. And when your grooming matches the care you've put into your wardrobe, everything aligns. Because confidence isn't only in the clothes, it's in how you present your whole self. The textures, the tone, the grooming, they all work together to show the world you still show up. And once you've dialed in the grooming, there's only one element left to address, the one you can't buy: confidence. Let's talk about that next. Chapter 9. Confidence is the final layer. There's one thing no shirt, no shoe, no jacket can replace, and that's how you carry yourself. Confidence is the finishing touch. It's the thing people remember after they've forgotten the color of your blazer or the cut of your pants. And here's the truth. You don't need designer labels to look confident. You just need to feel comfortable in what you've chosen and own it. A man over 50 doesn't need to impress anyone. He's already done the work, lived the life, and earned the right to walk into any room without apology. But sometimes, after years of focusing on family, career, or survival, style and self-presentation slip to the background. That's why this series of changes matters. Each shirt you've upgraded, each belt you've swapped, every grooming habit you've fine-tuned, they're not about vanity. They're about reclaiming ownership of how you show up. And when you wear something that fits right, feels right, and reflects the man you are, that's confidence. That's what people feel when you shake their hand, look them in the eye, and say something worth hearing. It can be something as simple as the right jacket. The Polo Ralph Lauren field jacket gives structure and edge without flash. Pair it with clean frames like the Warby Parker crane, and you're sending a clear message. You're not dressing for approval. You're dressing like a man who knows who he is. Because confidence isn't loud. It doesn't need to be. Confidence is a man walking down the street with purpose in his step and peace in his posture. It's knowing that even without a single designer label, you still command respect. And when all of the pieces, the fit, the fabric, the grooming, the mindset, fall into place, what you're wearing becomes secondary. What people really notice is you. So now that we've built the foundation, let's bring it all home with one final insight on what it truly means to look like a gentleman. You don't need designer brands to look like a gentleman. What you need is intention, fit that flatters, fabrics that feel right, details that don't shout but speak clearly, grooming that respects the man you see in the mirror. Style at 50 isn't about reinvention, it's about refinement, about removing what no longer serves you and leaning into what does: structure, simplicity, and self-assurance. Because when you dress with quiet confidence, people notice, not because of what you're wearing, but because of how you carry yourself in it. Everything I've mentioned in this video is naturally linked in the description below. Choose one piece, make one upgrade, and you'll feel the difference. You're not trying to prove anything, you're just showing up as the man you've become, and that's always worth dressing for.